Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ryan and Jeff. I am Jeff, and this is This Week in Wrestling. Um, as you can see back there, it's becoming a war zone, but I'm figuring it out. But anyway, this is This Week in Wrestling. Coming to you with a kind of crazy week. This is being recorded before our Dynamite review, but after Dynamite, if that makes sense. I didn't have time to do a super long review, but I want to be able to get this 25 minute news thing out. But I guess big news, the biggest news right now to come out of Dynamite, we'll just talk about that straight from the jump. Tony Khan. Tony Khan comes out at the beginning of Dynamite and he decides to let everybody know that Shane McMahon is not here. Look like Shad Khan with this freaking mustache. Um, that Shane McMahon is not here, and he did indeed buy Ring of Honor. He is the new owner of Ring of Honor. Now, to the trolls and turd sacks that are on the internet, saying, "Oh, Ring of Honor only had 10 people in it." Ring of Honor is going to be a huge asset when it comes to AEW. Huge, because you're going to be able to get that digital library. That digital library is going to be able to help them with a big streaming deal, because it's very hard to get a streaming deal for AEW. And like, we have 3 years worth of stuff, which is just Dynamites, Rampages, and about 12 pay-per-views. It's going to be hard to sell to a big company. Like, hey, this is it. But they have over 40 wrestlers on their current roster that have performed in Ring of Honor, got their careers started in Ring of Honor, got their big breaks in Ring of Honor. We're talking Adam Cole, Hangman Page, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, Christopher Daniels, the Young Bucks. A lot of these guys all got their start or was kind of came into their rise in Ring of Honor. So Tony, because I guess he's just like, look, man, I'm running out of place to place these wrestlers. So first question I had right away was, well, are we just buying a library, or is there going to be a Ring of Honor, and it's just going to be run by Tony Khan? So according to bodyslam.net, this is just quick research as soon as it's over. Show's been over for less than 2 hours, so a lot of the information has not come out yet, but for the information that has, this is what I have for you. Is Tony Khan paid around 30 to 40 million for Ring of Honor off of Sinclair Broadcasting. He potentially, what it seems like right now, is they're going to use as developmental territory for AEW wrestlers, or an AEW like main roster guys will come in and work Ring of Honor. So I mean, maybe like an NXT type thing for anybody who, again, this internet drive me nuts, I guess. Wrestling Twitter is the worst. Who say like, oh, they're just turning it into NXT. Yes, NXT is a really viable developmental place to find your backing there. So yes, if they want to turn it into NXT, that's fine. If they want to, if you can find a way to either get Warner Broadcasting to give you a Ring of Honor show on a TNT or a TBS on a different night, sure, go ahead. You need the hours because you have the talent. You just need to put the talent out there. So if they can't fit on a Rampage at 10 o'clock at night, and if they can't fit on a Dynamite on Wednesdays, maybe there will be a Thursday Ring of Honor weekly, or something that we can get more of these performers out there, because these wrestlers are tremendous. They have a lot of talent, and it's very hard to use them when you have 3 hours of TV a week. So I'm very intrigued by that. But yes, they have that whole digital library, which is huge, because that's going to have All In. So the origin of AEW, All In, is now theirs to own and do what they will with it. So I think you're going to have a lot of cool things come out of that. A lot of the speculation so far has been that the deal is going to be with HBO Max, with a streaming deal. I'm going to be interested to see, like, will it kind of be WWE Network-esque, where if you have HBO Max, you're going to get those pay-per-views, or you're still going to be paying the $50 from Bleacher Report. a lot of things to be hashed out in the weeks, months to come. But this is a huge deal for what they want to do. Um, I'm hugely excited. As it was posted earlier, also, I don't know who posted it, but before I was reading, over 45 million people have HBO Max. So to get AEW on there as a streaming platform would be huge, because that's a lot more eyeballs that are suddenly going to be seeing the product. And where sometimes when you're bored scrolling through the apps, you're just like, oh, I heard about this before, but never got to see it. And you click on it, and that's how we raise that, 1.1 million on a Wednesday to, maybe 1.5, 1.6. I don't know. But that's huge news. And it's very exciting. Very exciting. Maybe I need to get a hat now that says ROH. God, just employ me already, guys. I have your all elite crates behind me. I have some Bryce Harper shoes also. That's nor here nor there. But also we have next up here, Jesus Christmas. This is wild. So control your narrative. The whole EC3 movement with Adam Shear is now becoming a wrestling company. So it's becoming a wrestling company. They said that it's story. It was TV deal imminent, and then I believe EC3 today put up on his Instagram that they will be on Pro Wrestling TV. Don't try to find it, because you won't be able to. I don't know what the hell Pro Wrestling TV is. I'm assuming some kind of streaming app that you'll be able to download on your Fire Stick. That will just have them on it. Some interesting, weird shit about this place. So they're going to have VIP tickets, and the VIP ticket holders will get 3 minutes to go into a rant room. And in this rant room, they can berate and scream and say whatever they want to their least favorite wrestler on the roster. And judging by who they have so far, you're going to have a great chance to yell at somebody you don't like. So it's going. So far, we have EC3, we have the former Braun Strowman, and I don't know if they're living a gimmick here or if they're just finally living their true selves. But a lot, they're just really bad talking, a lot of oh my goodness and stuff on the internet the last few days. So we have Strowman, who's going off on people, EC3, who started this whole thing, Killer Cross, which I was kind of disappointed in. I was kind of hoping you'd see Killer Cross do other things, but he's creative, so I guess. And the big one is Austin Aries right now. He is awful. Evolved. He was issued in that speaking out movement. And over the last few days on social media, he has absolutely just gone off the rails with some of this stuff. It's disgusting. But apparently he's using it in his first storyline for Control Your Narrative. So guys, one thing you're going to be able to get is that there's going to be there's going to be a lot of fire in the community when this stuff starts going forward. And I believe the first show for Control Your Narrative is the 5th. So in 3 days, you'll start hearing some things probably on the internet that you're both shocked about and not shocked about. So that should be interesting. What else do we have here? Well, I did have in notes. What is TK up to? What will his big announcement be? And I will let you know, guys. Buying ROH is in my notes. It was, it's not, I said it's either a super show with New Japan or buying ROH, and buying ROH did get the win. So, yes, this guy is good. I'm good at what I do. I just don't do it enough. All right, so we can skip that story because that story don't count no more because it got replaced with the actual news. Guys, I know you're shocked to hear this, but there's more Cody news. Adrenaline in my soul. Brandy puts it in my hiney hole. I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. So that was my temporary tat for the Nightmare family. So yes, new Cody news. It's not like crazy, but this is coming from DDP. You want to feel the bang or Dynasty? He let him know that Cody called him. I'm just going to read off the quote from DDP. This is straight from Fightful Select. Thank you to Fightful and Fightful Select for helping me gather so much news by giving us some of the best news we have, period. So this is what DDP said that Cody told him a couple days before he quit the business, or at least AEW. Cody called me 2 days before. He said, listen, I'm going to tell you something, but I can only tell you so much. But I know if I don't call you and tell you, you're going to want to kill me. You'll be so pissed off. So I have to call and tell you that I love Tony Khan. He's a great guy. He loves me. But we're going to split up, and I want to go off and do something else. I can't tell you about what it is right now, but I promise at some point I will. Now, first of all, if he joins Control Your Narrative, oh no, Cody, don't do it. But maybe he'll be the owner of Ring of. Well, he'll be like the guy who oversees Ring of Honor. That would be hilarious. So he says he's going to go do something else. But he promises he will tell him at some point. I don't want to know sometimes. You know what I mean? Says DDP. I want to be surprised. I gave him all my viewpoints on everything. I don't know if you're doing this. I don't know if you're doing that. I don't know if you're doing this. They just say it a lot. But I gave him my viewpoints, and then Cody's a man. He's very successful, DDP told Fightful Select. To me, whatever he does, I wish him the best, and I hope I helped him with some of my insights to help direct him. But he's going to do what he's going to do. You could say that Cody is at a crossroads. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, that's interesting. It doesn't sound like a straight up WWE move, but it might be WWE. If it is, I guess good for him. I don't know what else to tell him on that one. Last week we had a Buddy Matthews sighting. He finally debuted for AEW months and months and months after his initial release. His release from WWE was June of 2021. Then obviously he had the 90 days. He had the vignette that kind of tied him to Malachi Black with the hospital. And in that time, he's worked for MLW, New Japan, and Impact. Or New Japan, but Impact wanted him, but he did not work for them. But now he is part of the House of Black. He is the third member of the House of Black with Malachi and Brody King. So that is going to be a dominant team. And man, can I not wait until we get Death Triangle, the full Death Triangle. We get Penta Obscuro, the new Dark Penta. So Penta Obscuro, Ray Phoenix, and Pac against Buddy Matthews, Brody King, and Malachi Black, and give them the main event and give them time. It'll be a match of the year candidate. I know it will be. Guarantee it. So make it happen, Tony. One of the most baffling things I've seen on the internet, and this one was also picked up by Fightful Select. Brian Cage gets his option picked up by AEW. In my notes, I put, huh? The fact that this guy really hasn't been used. They haven't seen him in months, and it all seemed like this was one of those contracts they were going to let expire, and we were going to see him defect to WWE. I like how we're saying we as if I get paid by the guys on my hat, but I don't. I just love the product. But now his option runs through February of 2023. So in the next 11 months, maybe he'll get used. Maybe he'll be the surprise in the ladder match. Then you got more beef in that ladder match this upcoming Sunday. Yeah, that's very weird. Very weird to me. Ironically, I have a story here. It says ROH isn't dead, damn it. So PW Insider kind of gave us that the Supercard of Honor will be on 4/1 in Garland, Texas. Ironically, as Swerve Scott will be against Alex Zane. Ninja Mac is going to be there. Joe Hendry as well. Ironic now, if you look at it. So the Supercard of the the Elite Card of Honor is what we should be calling it. So Swerve will get his ROH debut before, or I don't know if that's going to be before he debuts in AEW, but we'll see. So so ROH does have shows. They're going to start TV tapings on 410 in the City of Brotherly Love. Now that it is owned by AEW and it's a different product, you might see me and Ryan pop up at the 2300 Arena for some TV tapings to see what's going on. Because, has to happen. Because especially if you're going to get some AEW guys in there, I could see if you can get Bryan Danielson and Jonathan Gresham on ROH TV in Philly, count me in, man. Count me in 110%. But yeah, so that's kind of funny. Next up, we have Ayo. I'm the bad guy, but I broke my hip. Thank you. That was my best Razor Ramon. So Scott Hall breaks his hip. The 63-year-old fell down like Humpty Dumpty and broke his hip. Get well soon, bad guy, outsider, whatever else. I don't have a toothpick to throw at you, but you know what I mean? But yeah, so the 63-year-old fell, broke his hip, expected to make a full recovery. Get well soon, young man. According to Wrestle Talk TV and everybody else, Jeff Hardy is joining AEW. On the call today that Tony Khan had before Dynamite, he did say that he can't speak on it, obviously, because the 90 days of Jeff Hardy is not up. But it seems that Jeff Hardy is going to be joining AEW with his brother. In an interview with YouTuber Jared Myers, according to Wrestle Talk, he said, I'm going to AEW, and I'm excited. But there's been teases of his arrival on BTE with the whole Matt Hardy acting like him, then needing to be drug tested, getting a negative drug test. Then the Young Bucks are trying to put him in the fake wing of the AEW Hall of Fame, kind of like they were going to induct Jeff Hardy in the WWE Hall of Fame after they realized they messed up bad with his with the drug testing and when he just didn't want to be there no more. So that's going to be exciting. You get one more run with the Hardy Boys. Get them in AEW. Let them be creative. See what comes out of it, right? Nostalgia is always fun. Next up, we have Johnny Wrestling accepting bookings. Now that him and Candace's child Quill has been birthed, he's now opening up bookings again. Heavily considered to be joining AEW, according to Wrestle Talk. Dave Meltzer also believes he won't debut for a few months, which makes sense. You don't just have a baby and run the heck out the door. So I believe he's going to obviously hang at home, really get the bond with his son. I think it's his son because Quill sounds like a boy's name. So, in a few months, he'll be a really cool surprise to pop up somewhere. Hopefully not back in WWE, but I wouldn't be surprised if he did. But if he does, heavily considering AEW. So Johnny Wrestling kind of getting back into the business now that his son has been born. Congratulations to Johnny Wrestling and Candace on their child. And glad you have a healthy baby. Congrats again. Chavo fired? What? Wait, he's still there? So Chavo Guerrero was removed quietly from the AEW roster. Chavo was unaware that he was removed from the roster and let go. Tony Khan, he fired right at Tony Khan on the internet. He said, quote, "That's news to me. I guess having Tony Khan telling me to go film Young Rock season 2 and my job will be waiting for me when I'm done didn't mean much." So I haven't seen anything else on this story to see if he actually has been fired or if it was just like a weird mistake, a glitch or whatever, or how they are going to handle that. But who knows? Maybe Chavo is out of here like Vladimir. Very, very weird. Very weird, man. But yeah. So guys, that's all the news I have for you. I really did a lot of news today. I wanted to get you a full jam pack since we didn't have any last week. It was a weird week, busy week. As you can see, I lost my I lost my thing. It's this way. It was a fridge, but my fridge died, so it's just a Keurig now. So I'm hurting, dog. But yeah, it was a rough week, but I'm back. We're gonna get this news rolling every week as we always try to. Dynamite will be tomorrow morning if you're watching this on Wednesday night. Thursday around 10 a.m. ish will be our AEW Dynamite post show. I don't know why on my backgrounds I put post game as if it was the end of Monday Night Football. But yeah, so tomorrow morning, if you're watching this on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, 10 a.m., you will see our AEW post show for Dynamite. Me and Ryan will both be here to give you the juice, as they say. I don't know who the fuck says that. But guys, thank you again. Please follow, subscribe, like our YouTube channel, and go follow us on Twitch as well. As Ryan sometimes does gaming. I don't do as much gaming as he does, but he's a nerd, so what are you gonna do? But now there will be some gaming on there, so follow our Twitch and follow our YouTube, and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the bell for notifications so you'll know whenever we go live. I know this is a spiel, but every week we are going to put out minimum 4 videos. We're going to have Dynamite. We're going to have Rampage. Ryan with his AEW Dark/Elevation highlight show. That show is basically to give you a gist of some of these wrestling storylines that are popping up on Dynamite or Rampage that have been built on Dark or Dark Elevation. And you're going, I don't understand the whole gist of this. So Ryan is there to fill you in because that's what we're here to do. No one else is doing Dark and Elevation. So you can do that here at Jeff and Ryan, couple of jars, please. So we will have Rampage, Dynamite, Dark/Dark Elevation, and my news show at least once a week. If it's a heavy news week, I'll pop out a second video. So 4 to 5 videos in a 7-day span, guys. Please come watch. So far, it's been pretty cool. The first few weeks of us really going ham and eggs on this thing, we've done really well for beginners. Not like we're blowing out Wrestle Talk or Fightful with their reviews, but or What Culture or anything. But we're getting there, guys. We're just trying to get noticed. We just want to do this for a living. We're very good at it. Okay? Thanks a lot, bud. But again, yes, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all your support so far. Guys, leave comments too. We are always answering comments. That is one of the big things. We love to answer. We love chit chatting. So definitely comment on our videos and we will get back to you. Dynamites are going to be a live review. So if you want to join in and join the chat, start commenting away. Yeah, again, guys, thank you. We appreciate it. That is it for this week in wrestling. I hope that you guys enjoyed and I hope you were informed. Until next time, guys, I bid you adieu and stuff. Bow.